Welcome to Bad Gear, the show about the world's most hated audio tools. It was refreshing to have a little break from reviewing Roland instruments, but there is still a universe of bad gear produced by the iconic manufacturer out there, and I was already having withdrawal symptoms. The boutique range is, without a doubt, a controversial product line from a company that brought many controversial products to the market. While the legendary old-school MCs give groovebox lovers instant 90s PTSD and IRAs have the audacity to be green and black, boutiques are, well, very small. Today we are going to talk about the TR-09, and I was not prepared for how tiny it actually is. This official reboot of the one and only TR-909 was made available in 2017, and in spite of its size and digital nature, it stays very true to the original. There is nothing wrong with having a compact and powerful instrument heavily inspired by Roland all-time classics, so I was surprised by the almost Korg Walker level hate and ridicule the boutiques in general and the TR-09 in particular receive on the internet. At the first glance, the Roland TR-09 is ticking many little boxes. The front panel looks like the trying the mini brand's real food TikTok meme prank version of a 909.
It literally has lotion in it!
Most of the controls look familiar, but it is not always easy to reliably control the unit, even with my Edward tiny micro Korg hands. Miniaturization is fine with me, still, the rear panel was a bit of a disappointment. Mini jacks galore, yet no individual outputs and one USB port for power supply and computer communication. At least Roland threw in a couple of full-sized 5-pin MIDI sockets. I hoped for some Electron overbridge style USB multi-channel to plug-in streaming wizardry, but the only way to get discrete outputs from the TR-09 is to use it as a sound card. A certain deal breaker for owners of more complex setups and nice audio interfaces. Limitations don't stop here. The 4 discrete USB audio streams don't offer panning and are therefore practically mono. The master bus is true stereo though, and the mix input can be streamed to the computer. I appreciate the dedicated trigger output for controlling analog classics like the TB303. Owners of the OG 909 have to sacrifice an instrument voice, usually the rimshot, for that. Roland went with a what you see is what you get approach of the original, but there are additional controls hidden in the menus, namely the suspiciously neutral sounding compressor, gain, pan and tune decay for selected voices. I didn't find a way to save sound settings or kits. Apart from that, everything seems to be in its right place. Kick, snare and toms are punchy. Clap, cymbals and rim shots cut through the mix. You can program flams, there's a global accent, and the shuffle functionality is groovy as it should be. Switching between the step record and real-time mode works great. There's pattern chaining and a rudimentary song mode. 30-second notes can be entered too, and the pattern length can be adjusted on the fly for classic techno build-ups. The unit is rugged and heavy. Like all boutiques, it can be run on batteries, and although the TR-09 was discontinued only recently, the reverb madness has already begun. Thanks to Matthews of Groovebagasch Soundsystem for lending me his unit. The Roland TR-09 offers a lot of 909 goodness in a super compact package. Is it too small for dance music? You have already heard the TR-09 in our little intro tune, and I'm not sure if the concept of "you have already heard today's piece of gear in our little intro tune" should be taken that far. Let's be honest, you didn't expect the TB3 not to be in this episode. No surprises here. Tonal similarities to the TR-909 are obvious and it's easy to get a beat going. Nevertheless, the cramped front panel and microscopic knobs can be a major source of mistakes when jamming live. Processing the individual drum voices is an essential element of electronic music production. I wanna know if we can find a convenient solution for that. That worked pretty well, but I did run into some limitations. I had to give up the input of my audio interface while using the TR-09. There's no gain control for the mini jack input and I encountered strange sync issues. The dedicated trigger output is a great feature, but the raw power of the Yomox bass drum made the TR-09 sound a bit anemic. Without a doubt, TR-909 sounds are everywhere, and I could have picked a genre based on one of the legendary patterns. I decided not to do that and went for this hard to describe. Honestly, I really have no idea how to call it this time. Leave a comment if you do. #participation 909 swing. Verdict. There are many ways to get your 909 fix without shedding out over $8,000, and the TR-09 is one of them. I am no expert when it comes to the tonal differences between the original and remakes like this. There are people who go to great length to make such comparisons, and the results are often enlightening. Still, what I find much more interesting is what the TR-09 can bring to the table for actual 2021 music making. The digital ACB technology offers a very clean, almost vanilla version of the classic sounds, and that's fine with me. However, the drum machine doesn't make it easy to integrate these sounds in your jams and arrangements. Can the TR-09 provide the true 909 experience? It depends on what you expect from it, but I honestly doubt that even Jeff Mills' knees would be strong enough for this little drum machine. Thanks for watching and see you next time! Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Feel free to like, subscribe, become a patron and leave a comment what other kind of gear you would like to see and hear on the show.